And friends reunited. Lee Dixon holding, wrestling with Haaland. And Haaland trying to get round the outside of him. And the foul's gone the other way. And the City players surrounding referee Paul Tierney, not happy about that decision. Haaland, now De Bruyne. Haaland again, comes back to Rodri. And Arsenal tying themselves in knots and handing City the first real opportunity from going through his tricks. Trossard has managed to work it through to Tomiyasu. He never scored for Arsenal, but he might not ever come close, so that's a big save from Ortega. It's another decent cross, and Saka was sizing up a volley. He was discussing that. Oh, that's a mistake by Holding, and Haaland will be free here. Turner's come off his line brilliantly. Haaland's gone for the acrobatic, and Tomiyasu was watching it all the way.
Well, Holding's asking the ref.
Been highlighted with him, I think more because of the manner in which he does it. He gets very excited on the touchline. Gundogan was allowed to wander a long way. Jack Grealish. Horizontal and vertical zones, and only allowing a certain number of players in each zone at a time, trying to stretch the width and the depth of the playing surface to try and ovals in the opening 30 minutes of matches than Arsenal.
His next playing a wrestling game.
Tapping the ankles for Jack Grealish, who isn't looking very comfortable after that. It's going to... Akanji looking for Mahrez, away by Tierney. Akanji, Gundogan looking to try and release Haaland, but this time Gabriel was standing in his way. Now, on to Trossard. Lewis backing off. Trossard, good save. And Trossard so close to getting his first Arsenal goal. And Anthony robbing Bukayo Saka. He's another one who's had a very good season, playing more football than maybe he would expect to. Haaland's in a race with Matt Turner, looking for Mahrez. Mahrez trying to get a shot away. Tierney trying to just... Still going, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it looked like it was arcing in the far corner, and Matt Turner wasn't sure at all.
No, certainly had the goalkeeper interested, but it also...
Looking menacing once again. Okay, trying to deal with him. Saka trying to get away and accelerate, but loses his footing.
It's good play.
Contributed to an attendance of 51,694 tonight on a cool Manchester evening.
I think I met every single one of them in the service station on the way up. Gundogan haven't been in the game that much.
Xhaka. Here he goes again, powering down that left-hand side, and Nketiah. Well, they've seen that type of finish before.
Great run from Trossard and Nketiah. That touch there just sets him up, gets him away, because Stones ends up playing right back, and Akanji comes all the way over to right centre-back when he's left centre-back. And that just creates a...
Manchester City's best chance in this game with that arcing shot from the edge of the box. A lovely little bit of skill, which he tried to get away from Partey with. The referee didn't get play off that, didn't quite work out. Although it might come through to Haaland, who's beaten the defender. And it's over the top of the crossbar. And Gabriel was backpedaling. Mahrez inviting pressure from Nketiah, and Ortega's got himself in a... turned defence into attack quite quickly. Grealish. And that was just a little bit too heavy for Erling Haaland.
Oh, good running from Haaland, and immediately, as soon as it...
To Haaland. Haaland. Yeah, eventually, the referee had to do something about it, because they were just getting far too well acquainted.
Yeah, he was coming. He had no protection then to the ball.
Who Arsenal have just signed from Spezia. But historically, there has been a bit of needle between Manchester City and Arsenal. In the first round of Abu Dhabi, spending City swoop for key Arsenal talent. Clichy, Adebayor, Kolo Touré all ended up here.
A bit more dropped off and using his head a little bit.
Blink first and change some key personnel at half-time. And I suppose the Rob Holding one was... Tomiyasu sticking to his Grealish midfield. Vieira. Now Arsenal are off balance here. Mahrez is in space, right side. They've gone to try and find Haaland. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a teaser. And the keeper came very far out of his goal to punch that. Almost left. Lewis on the underlap, trying to fire it through the 6-yard box. Didn't catch it right. And it's into the side netting by the Mancity. A little reverse ball into De Bruyne, pushed away by Matt Turner. His arm looked okay on that occasion. Rodgers made an intelligent dart, but Mahrez is trying to chip that towards the far post. Here's Vieira on the volley. And it came down nicely for pressing you in those situations. Grealish, Gundogan finding a bit of space. Trossard getting back to help out his defence.
Tierney looks good.
Bit of space for Alvarez to turn and shoot and hit the post. Brilliant opportunity. We're taking into double figures for the second successive season for Arsenal. Grealish feeding Nathan Ake and finding the corner with a brilliant finish. Only his second goal of the season, but he finished it like a seasoned pro in front of goal. Manchester City take the lead, and Arsenal have got to come from behind.
Well, the possession had started to tell, and just look at the position. No one gets.
This is Xhaka in towards Nketiah, who almost got enough on it to steer it past Ortega, but there was an incredible intervention from Ruben Diaz.
What a ball that is.
Martinelli whips it in towards that danger area. Laporte. Haaland trying to steam through. Saliba and Haaland in a... Here's Saka. Getting to the byline. It's a decent-looking cross. That help a little bit, though, if you want to see the whole of the action. Odegaard. With Haaland in there, there's always a presence. He's aimed in towards...
Intriguing game rather than exciting.
Here's Alvarez. Just trying to up the excitement levels. Zinchenko. He's brought a bit of that too. He did deal with it. Now Martinelli's got it back again. He's travelled a very long way. Xhaka trying to slip it through. Martinelli might get there, but Ortega was very quick and swift. Is there one magic moment left for Arsenal? Martinelli might help produce it. It's aimed towards Nketiah. A little bit of loose defending. And Arteta.
هتحطي معلقة واحدة بس من الطحينة. انا حطيت شوية من الكزبرة الناشفة، وحطيت شوية من الفلفل الاسمر، وحطيت كمان رشة من الكمون، وشوية من بهارات اللحمة. تمام. رشة من القرفة، رشة من الجنزبيل. اي توابل عندك عايزة تحطيها حطيها. هي التكاية شوية اللي هي بتاعتها في الطحينة وفي عصرة الليمون الجديدة. بعد كده بقى بنبدأ ان احنا نملحها على حسب الرغبة. طبعا برضو النص كيلو لحمة بياخد معلقة صغيرة من الملح. بعد كده بقى هنزل فيها عجن، تعجنيها كويس قوي وتدخلي كل المكونات مع بعضها لغاية لما تمتزج كده مع بعض. تمام. اهم حاجة يا جماعة في الكفتة ان هي تكون تتعجن عجن جامد. ماشي، دي اهم حاجة. طيب لو انت مثلا عندك الكبة برضو تقدر ان انت توزعيها على حسب مثلا كميتها. لو كيلو ممكن لو كبة بتاعتك كبيرة تحطيها في الكبة علشان تتسمغ، تاخد وش كمان، يعني بحيث ان اللحم